Atchison. Welcome to the Atchison Chat News. I'm Laura Wing, and this is my co-host,
Eric Royer, and I'm glad to be with you.
Yes, Eric, we have a lot to be covering today, don't we?
Yes, we do. New month, lots of new stuff to do.
Yeah. So we are going to do that just as soon as we come right back.
Welcome back, and I'm here with Laura Wing, and we're going to be discussing some of the upcoming events.
Yes,
Laura, what's on the agenda?
Well, we have several things. You know, really, September has slowed things down.
Good.
We were so busy this summer. It seemed like every
Yes.
month was packed full of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And September is a little bit more of a slow crawl.
Good.
So we're going to talk about some of the things that are going on and just things about Atchison in general.
All right.
But one thing that is coming up very quickly is the Holiday Inn is going to be celebrating their 5th anniversary. Can you believe they've been there for 5 years?
That does not seem possible.
No, it doesn't. I was just thinking about it the other day when we drove by. I thought, I think they've only been here a couple of years, but it's been 5 years already. And so that will be September 1st.
Okay.
Right away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss it. And it's going to be from 12 to 2. So stop in, just congratulate them, and just, if you've never been in there, go take a look.
It's very nice. We went in there a couple of years ago. It was very nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. And other stuff going on, Eric.
Looks like they closed the U Street Bridge. It's been structurally unstable, but was able to limp it through. But a couple of weeks ago, there was a catastrophic failure in the concrete, and so it's going to be closed now and will eventually need to be removed. So might update your travel routes to that. So,
and I know that can be an inconvenience for a lot of people, but better that they close it than have a massive accident.
Right.
People can get hurt when a bridge especially isn't structurally sound.
In Minnesota in 2007, there was that structural failure. My older brother had driven across that bridge about 2 hours before it collapsed.
Oh, my goodness. So
you don't realize how important these infrastructures are until they're not able to be repaired.
Right.
And so it's glad it was done when no one was hurt.
Right. Necessary closing. All right. So let's see. Eric, I want to talk about something that isn't really going to happen until October.
Okay.
So I know this is early. We're only talking about September events, but I want to give people time to prepare for this. The Atchison County tax sale.
Right.
So these are properties or things that have people have not paid taxes on, and the county now is in possession of them. And these go up for a tax sale auction.
Right.
There are a lot of rules regarding that. And if you go to the Atchison County website, you can click on that and find out what all of the rules for being able to purchase some of these properties are. That tax sale is going to be held, let's see, I think it's October 5th at 10 o'clock. Okay. I believe it's on the steps of Memorial Hall. Okay. I don't know if they go inside or not. I think normally it's on the steps of Memorial Hall. But in any event, you want to start preparing now. So if you're thinking, hey, I might want to buy some property, I want to give everybody plenty of time to start getting their finances in order, talk to the bank, see what they might be able to bid on, and just kind of check out those rules and make sure they have all their ducks in a row. Because it's pretty serious. They have to abide by certain rules.
Right. And this is a great opportunity, too, if you are wanting to get into doing rentals, or maybe you want to buy your first home, or maybe you want to buy a home that is maybe a little bit larger than the one you have. It's a wonderful opportunity. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a bad deal for the people that had it, but at the same time, you know, taxes are unfortunately here for a reason. Yep. But it's, you know, it's, as with anything, you take the good and the bad.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Other stuff that is still going on. People might think they have come to an end, but they have not. What is that?
Friday. First Friday. So
and
each one has a bit of a different theme, and so it's always fun to see the different themes they do downtown. And it seems like the last couple of months they've tried to focus on different blocks, either the 400 or 500 or the 600 block. So it's really neat to go down and see the people, and sometimes it's people you don't normally see. And so strike a friendship and just enjoy.
You never know what's going to be going
local
on down there. I like it when they have the cars down there, and I get to see all the old cars. Yeah, that's some of my favorite. And also farmers market.
Yes,
people don't realize farmers market is still going on. I think once the kids go back to school, everybody kind of feels like, well, that's the end of everything, but it's not. There's still a few good warm days to enjoy. Oh yes. So don't forget about the farmers market. Eric, it's harvest time.
getting that way.
It is. I know I'm driving past all this corn. I'm like, they're going to be cutting that soon.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be cutting that soon. It's important that people pay attention and they look out for some of the implement equipment and the trucks. You know, we're going to see a lot of trucks bringing grain in and that sort of thing.
Well, and also this time of year too, a study came out, I believe it was done by K-State 10 or 12 years ago, said even if it slows you down by 5 miles an hour, it's infinitely more, it'll maybe make you 10 minutes later at most. And it's better to be 10 minutes late than to try to run around this stuff and have an accident.
Yes, I had a friend many years ago lost their 1-year-old baby girl in a farming truck. It was a grain truck, and the truck did not see them. They were coming down a dirt road, and the truck hit them, and they lost their baby girl. So, this is serious stuff.
Yes,
pay attention, and when you see those flashing signs that says, harvest workers ahead, please slow down. Yeah, give them the right of way. They feed us, so this is important.
And it's it's at most a month.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really not for everything that farmers do for us. It really is just a small pittance that we give.
And maybe just leave the house 5-10 minutes earlier, just in case. And so if you get to your location 5 minutes early, oh well, you have time to kill. It's okay.
Right.
But if you need that time, then you have it. And Labor Day.
Yes.
Labor Day weekend, and
which is not about having babies. I found
it's
out.
not.
No.
Oh no.
I thought babies were only allowed to be born there, but I guess not. So they're born every day.
It's about barbecuing.
Yes.
No. What is Labor Day about?
It's basically the unions implemented it to be able to have time off for families before the kids went back to school. Was my understanding.
Yeah. So here it is, Labor Day, kind of the last. I think you said it before we got on air. Kind of the last hurrah. Of the summer's really officially over in my mind once Labor Day is over.
I will be totally.
I guess we can't wear white after Labor Day.
I don't wear white anyway. I attract dirt. I'll be totally honest with you. I was homeschooled, and so the first Tuesday after Labor Day was always the first day of school. And so to this day, I still wake up the Tuesday after Labor Day. I'm like, oh, please don't have math today. It's like, oh wait, I'm 33 years old. I don't do that anymore. So yeah.
And one really big fun activity for a lot of people. You want to talk about that?
Sure. The Muddy River Music Festival is coming up, and it is a free event down on the river. It's going to be a wonderful time. I know a lot of work has gone into that to be a free event, but also to have a really good lineup of bands and vendors and all kinds of good stuff. And so it's usually all day Saturday, September 24th. It's going to be a wonderful time, and things like this are really cool because you get to see all the hard work someone's put into this.
Yes.
And I know the guy that started it, and he has done a tremendous amount of work, and everybody that works with him. Yeah. So it's a Saturday. Go down, enjoy it, be on the river. There's always a nice breeze. It's the end of September, so it's going to be beautiful. The weather's going to be nice. Take some pictures of the river and just listen to some wonderful music.
Yeah, the weather's starting to turn, so you're not sweating like crazy.
Right. You only have to go through one shirt versus 4, so it's
nice.
There
you go. It is going to be a good time, and that'll kind of be the very last thing, really, for the season before we start getting into, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of that. So, enjoy that. Well, listen, we are going to be back with some more information for you in just a moment.
Welcome back to Atchison Chat, and we're on the final segment of the show now, where I tell you a little bit of Atchison history, and if I don't know it, I just make it up. But
he doesn't make it up, I promise.
I promise you this. Most of it happens.
Tries to be accurate.
Yes, but we did overlook one thing, Laura. Theater Atchison's having Matilda.
Oh.
This is not the same one they waltz, but it's something similar. But anyway, Theater Atchison is having their Matilda, and it's going to be September 16th, 17th, and 18th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the following weekend, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So make sure you go out and support Theater Atchison and also a lot of the local people in the cast. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
And speaking of Theater Atchison, that takes us into a little bit of history this month. So Atchison's kind of famous for its paved brick streets. Well, Atchison had a very famous brick paver, and his name was Duffy Bowler. Duffy Bowler was kind of a interesting kid. he was, as a result of a sickness when he was a child, he actually lost the hearing in his ears.
Oh.
And then, unfortunately, as a young man, he was also playing on the railroad tracks. And because of his deafness, was not able to hear the train coming. His friends got out of the way, but he did not. And it severed his legs right below the knees. And so instead of letting, his disability get him down, so to speak, he just learned how to be a bricklayer. And so instead of working on his knees all day, he had some specially made boots made for his feet. And so he would work all day. And he actually set a record of 48,000 bricks in one day. He laid in one day. Set a world record.
48,000 in one day.
I figured it out one time. It figures out to about 3 to 4 bricks a minute.
Oh my goodness.
So, and he did that as, he lived, I believe, if I remember right, well into his 80s. Oh, but he was quite
I imagine he was pretty fit after laying all those bricks.
Yes, he was. But anyway, if you ever get a chance, he laid all the brick on 4th Street. Now, there has been some work redone, but the original brick he did lay. So, it's really cool. And if you take a look, a lot of the bricks in Atchison were actually made at the Atchison Paving Brick Company. Yeah. Which, I worked on information about that. Oh, my word. That's one of the best parts about this town. Little towns in the Midwest, we have so much history that you don't know about.
Yeah, and that's just it. People don't realize that. I think when the rest of the world thinks about Kansas, they just think flat nothing. But there's so much. There's so much. Yes. And Atchison is very fortunate and blessed to have such a rich history.
We do.
So much to us. I know last month, Eric, we talked about all of the kids going back to school, and so that's underway. I see the kids now, they're getting off the bus and carrying their backpacks and kind of back into the swing of things,
starting to,
packing their lunches and all of that. And well, you were homeschooled.
Yes, I
was. You didn't go through school lunches, did you?
No, but
your mom cooked lunch for you?
But she also bullied us, so I mean
she bullied you. Don't listen to him, don't listen to him. But I always try to feed my kids nutritious meals, and
necessary.
I don't, listen. If you are feeding your kids frozen pizzas and frozen nuggets, I don't care who you are a terrible parent. You should be microwaving that stuff.
That's as bad as when a couple years ago my niece saw the movie Frozen and she wanted frozen things, and I bought her a bunch of peas and carrots. It was not the frozen things she wanted. So
listen, Atchison, we've had so much fun with you today. We love it when you join us. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do we.